The way I was riding before, that was a ticking time bomb. Not gonna ride the way I used to.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. We have some very special holiday cringe right now. Best time of year to be cuddled up by the fire and watch people just fail in epic proportions. And this guy's about to do it a couple times. His name is Jimbo, and he has a channel where he focuses on, various motorsports, fast cars, and the like. And this guy thought it would be genius to go out and for his first street bike ever, buy one of the most powerful ones you can buy. So let's see how that goes. As you saw in the intro, he definitely cannot handle it. And actually, there's quite a few surprises in this video, but it is without a doubt one of the most cringiest things you will see in a very long time. So without further ado, let's just get into it and make sure you keep watching till the very end. So first things first, we're gonna watch him picking up his bike for the first time. He finalized the sale just now and it's officially his. And the guy that is in front of the bike that you're about to see is the old owner of it, who's about to see his pride and joy crash on the street right in front of him when this idiot gets a hold of the keys.
Oh Lord. This is not one of my better ideas, but you know what? I bought it. It's my bike now. Doot. Oh, Lord.
So the first thing that's just glaring about this guy is, I don't know how to explain this, but he has the GameStop employee accent. I don't know if that makes sense, but just the type of people that are making weird mouth sounds because, I don't know, they're so awkward and don't know how to pass the time other than making sound effects. So you're gonna hear him on this super dangerous death trap of a street bike, just, struggling to get it started. And the whole time he's like, boop, beep, boop. All right, let's go. Wee woo.
It's my bike now. Doot. Oh, Lord. God help me, please.
And that's the exact thing you want to hear as you're sitting in front of your old favorite bike. I'm sure this guy put a lot of money into this thing and has just sold it. And now the person that's about to drive it for the first time is like, oh, this is the dumbest idea I've ever had. I'm probably going to die on this thing and crash it. Oh, this is just all sorts of bad ideas all combined into one. Like, that's not what you want to hear, dude. Have some confidence in yourself.
Whoop. Yeah, this is by far not one of my better ideas. Whoop. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
So after about 30 seconds of him struggling to find the kill switch in order to turn the freaking thing on, he makes some more various weird mouth sounds. And this is where my favorite side of this guy's personality shows through. When anyone is trying to be friendly with him when he's in a high stress situation, he just does not handle it well and becomes the biggest jerk ever and just talks to people in the most disrespectful tone. I don't know why people do this sometimes. It's just, again, purely out of awkwardness and not knowing how to really operate in certain social scenarios, but this guy really just switches on the jerk mode very easily. Yo, really quick, you guys, there's a large chunk of you that watch my videos that aren't subscribed, which is kind of whack if you ask me, but make sure if you're enjoying the videos, please scroll down and hit that subscribe button. It helps me out so much, as well as like the video so that more people can see it. But without further ado, we'll get back into the video.
Yeah, just hold on, give me a sec. Never ridden a sport bike before. Okay? Like, relax. See? Because I'm gonna myself. You don't want me to do that or stall the bike. That's the other thing I could do.
Oh man, so as you can see, he was very annoyed that this guy was even trying to offer help. Even though it's his first time and he should be asking for help, he's like, no, just back away, all right? I got this, go away, buzz off. It's my bike now, I'm gonna crash it and or, stall it in peace. Speaking of that, you could probably make a 3-minute long montage of all the clips this guy, in just this one video alone, stalls his bike. He clearly does not know how to operate this, and this is just way out of his league. It's like trying to drive a car for the first time and you're in a McLaren. He just kind of drives around the block for a few minutes and, like I said, has a lot of issues with stalling out the bike, not really knowing how to control it. And wouldn't you know it, the best day to learn on this death trap of a bike, like I was saying, is on a brisk, snowy morning where the roads are all iced over and wet. This guy's just a total genius. And just the sound of that bike scraping against the pavement is like nails to a chalkboard. That is just heartbreaking. And within eyesight of the guy who just sold this bike, he saw this idiot flying by doing 60 miles an hour in this residential area, tries to downshift into first like some idiot, and obviously slides out on the slippery, cold tires that he's driving on. Dude, you just don't know how to operate this thing. And this should have been the biggest red flag ever. At that point, you should have just brought it to your garage and never driven it again or sold it to someone else. But let's watch how awkwardly he handles handles this crash. It's just obviously not the right way to respond to this. He's trying to like make jokes out of it, and the whole thing's very awkward.
Yes! I did it! I f***ed the bike! I'm a idiot! Oh my god!
Yeah, I don't know if you're in shock or what could really describe that type of a response, but that is the last thing I would think to do. Jump up and cheer. I did it. I crashed the bike. I nearly died in front of you and broke your heart by, you know, scraping up the whole side of your old motorcycle you just sold me. You're an idiot.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. It was just woohoo! It's smoking a bit. Is that a bad thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's a bad thing if it's smoking. And then this whole time, he's just struggling with the guy here. They're trying to find the broken pieces that, you know, fell off in the road as this thing slid literally 100 feet on the pavement. And if you thought this wasn't an omen to this guy owning this motorcycle, I have some more news for you. There's actually a part 2 to this cringe, and that is him crashing this bike after he has actually sold it. So at this point, he's had the bike for, I don't know, 6 months or a year, probably realized that he is not fit to be riding something of this power, and finally got the smart idea for once to get rid of it. But after it's sold, before the buyer was able to make it up and buy it from him, he went out for one last test drive. I'm just gonna let you guys guess what this idiot did. So he chose to ignore the sign that was telling him that I think it said 10 or 15 miles an hour around that corner. Either way, there are various road signs as well as these bright yellow ones telling him that there's a sharp turn, and instead he just continued to drive like an absolute moron, not caring about the rules of the road or even the dangers of operating, again, such a behemoth of a bike. I really can't underestimate how much power this thing has. It probably has a 0 to 60 of like 1 millisecond. Seriously, dude, these things are insanely fast. So he obviously chucks it off the road, and this crash is much worse than the last one, considering this is technically no longer his bike. I mean, obviously the guy is just gonna take back his funds and not pay him, but he pretty much just threw away this sale and now has to pay for all the repairs in terms of the body and engine of this bike, and you're gonna see the damage is pretty bad, but so is his response once again.
She crashed. Aw. Darn it. Well, that bike isn't being sold now.
Yeah, you could say that much, considering there's literally 10 pieces of it strewn across this grass that I can see right now, and probably about 20 more pieces on the pavement. Dude, you are just an idiot for driving this after you sold it. You're supposed to keep it at your house and wait for the buyer to come pick it up. I hope this was a valuable life lesson for him, but instead, he just thought he could get away with one more joyride. It's kind of poetic that he crashed it on his first ride and his last one. This truly is just a cursed bike for him, but let's just see him go into jerk mode once again when talking to his friends that are simply trying to help make light of this terrible situation. It's the best you can do in that situation as a friend, and I truly don't think they're doing much wrong by talking this way, but he just thinks that they're just all making fun of him or something.
It wasn't him. I just didn't see the turn. I wasn't paying attention. It's not his fault. It's nobody's fault. I just didn't look.
Well, it's someone's fault, and I would say it's the guy who has a GoPro strapped to his head right now talking to us through it. But I'm not going to cast any more blame beyond that. You know what? Maybe he just can't take personal responsibility for his dumb driving and terrible sight. I mean, I don't know how you didn't see those signs or your buddy turning, but either way, let's watch him continue to melt down.
It's totaled.
Well, it's not totaled.
Dude, it's done.
And he's like mad at the friend for helping him pick up the bike, trying to be positive about it. Dude, it's totaled. You're an idiot. Look at it. Ugh, I can't believe you made me crash this by going around that corner and not telling me about it. Isn't it funny how it's always everyone else's fault but his that he fell? Like, dude, have some personal responsibility for your idiotic driving.
Yeah, look at the bike.
Hey, overall, frame straight.
And I love that he has this little caption, I was upset. Yeah, that gives me a good excuse to just talk to my friends like a total piece of trash. Dude, I get you're upset, but this was your fault. Don't have a total just meltdown over it. But apparently it's just a common thing with this guy, because I have never seen someone with such a negative comment section. Literally on this original video, I see stuff like people saying they only subscribed to watch him crash it again because they knew he would based on how bad he was at driving it. Like literally nobody has faith in this guy. I don't even think he has faith in himself, but it was quite a funny look at his unfortunate accidents that he had with this bike. Look, dude, this thing is just absolutely cursed. Get it fixed up, sell it again, and this time don't go joyriding before it's sold. So let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed it. Until then, peace out.